everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to have a quick chat to you about some of my favourite typographers and lettering artists. So let's get started. So I'm going to just introduce a few of my favourites and pop some of their work here so that you can see the kind of stuff that they do, and then I'll also link them all in the description in as many places as I can so you guys can go and check out their work, because I love them and so I'm sure you guys will also love them and love all the work that they do. My first favourite, and actually someone who really inspired me to get into hand lettering, is Mrs. Eaves, also known as Gemma O'Brien. She is an Australian illustrator and typographer and lettering artist, and I saw her speak, I think at Semi-Permanent maybe, or it was some kind of conference that she talked at, and she pretty much was just talking about her process and stuff, like her journey to becoming a hand lettering artist and the type of stuff that she spends her day doing. And I just want my life to be like her life pretty much. So she creates these incredible, really bold and really intricate typographic illustrations and murals and advertisements and just all sorts of typographic goodies, and I just think they're so beautiful. She does such a great job of like making them so intricate but so perfect, and she comes up with some really great and hilarious ideas. She has a lot of exhibitions and she does a lot of like large scale murals, which is like my dream. I pretty much want to paint letters on big walls all day every day. So she spends her day drawing letters in all shapes, sizes and forms, and I just want to be her. She's also really young. I think she's like mid-20s, so she's achieving a lot at her age, which really inspires me as someone who's like really driven. I'm only 22 right now, so I kind of aspire to be achieving as amazing things that she is at her age when I get to her age. So very inspirational, such great work, so please go and check out Gemma O'Brien. Another one of my favorites is Patterson. If you're subscribed to me, you probably are already subscribed to him, or at least you should be. He is a YouTuber and also is a hand lettering artist and logo designer, so he works a lot with letter forms, especially in his logos and in the lettering work he does, and he just has a really like elegant style of lettering which I really like. He also does a lot of work on the iPad Pro using Procreate, and he has some custom brushes that you can buy, and I really enjoy watching his videos because he creates really helpful tutorials on how to use the iPad Pro and also on his logo design process. I also design logos, so it's quite cool to see how other logo designers create their work and how they liaise with their clients and things like that. So I really enjoy his content, and I also love all of his lettering that he puts on Instagram. It's really clean and really like calligraphic, like looks like handwriting as opposed to like he's creating a font, if that makes sense. It's more like script lettering, which is really cool. So if you haven't already, please go check out Patterson. My next favourite is a fellow Kiwi and fellow Wellingtonian. She is a hand letterer but in a very different style to me, which I find really exciting and inspirational and cool to watch. Her name is Kellie Spencer, and she is a hand lettering artist, sign writer and illustrator. Her work is very different to mine in that it is very colourful and very like vibrant and fun, whereas mine is quite like bold, black and white, and hers is just, I love the way that she works with colour, and her work is just so like joyful and celebratory, and I really like that. And I love the way that she incorporates her illustrations in her work, and that she kind of works on any surface. I kind of want to get into doing that more, and so watching her create murals or paint on skateboards or saws or all these random things that she paints on, I just think is amazing and very motivational for me. She also does sign writing, which I just find fascinating, and I really would like to get into trying some sign writing. I also love that Kellie is a Wellingtonian, so I've met her and it's cool to kind of see how she works and follow her journey as someone living in the same space as me, so I can kind of we kind of have similar challenges and similar client bases and that sort of thing, so it's cool to have someone close by who I can be inspired by. Another one of my favorites is also someone who has been on YouTube, so you might already know them, but that is TinLun Studio. His name is Terrence, but he works under TinLun Studio. He uses hand lettering and creates products out of some of these hand lettering pieces. As someone who wants to create products and does now create products, it's been great to kind of look to TinLun Studio as kind of a great example of someone who is creating artistic products that sell really well and that kind of make a great difference, and so he is really inspirational for that for me. And I love the way that he takes one piece of work and kind of transfers it across lots of different products. He creates like a collection of things, which I think is really, really cool, so definitely do check out him. Next one of my favorite is Stefan Kunz. I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but I hope so. And he has also just started YouTube, so you can check out his channel too. But I really enjoy his work because firstly it's beautiful, and it also is really, really fun and so diverse a lot of the time. Like, he uses lots of different mediums, lots of different surfaces, all those sorts of things. But also he is a Christian and so am I, and so he does a lot of work with scripture or with worship songs and things like that, and it's cool for me to see as another Christian artist using the things that they believe in to do what they're passionate about. That doesn't mean that I want to create art out of scripture. To me it feels like I don't want to do that because lots of other people do that, and I don't want to just be like everybody else. But he is like a standout in that field, in that kind of niche of lettering. He created the 30-day Bible lettering challenge, which thousands of people join in every time it runs. And so it's just cool seeing how you can integrate your faith or your beliefs. For you that might not be Christianity, that might be something else, but how you can incorporate that into your work and how you can kind of still be successful by doing that. So I just think that's really cool. Plus, yeah, his work is magnificent and very, very, very cool, very inspirational. Kind of makes me cry every time I look at it because I just want to be that good. But yeah, he's a great one. Check him out. Another favourite of mine is one that is very, very, very well known, and that is the wonderful Jessica Hische. She is great at creating these beautiful, again, quite like intricate, colourful works of lettering. She created a whole series of drop caps, which are like in a book, the first letter of a chapter is often, especially older books, had a drop cap, which is like a big first letter. And she designed all these beautiful, incredible ones. And to be honest, there's not really much more to say about her. You just need to go and look at her work. Loads of people love her work. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's kind of quirky. She also does like a lot of teaching, so I think she's done a lot of Skillshare videos, and she's got a book about how to do hand lettering. So go and check out Jessica Hische. She is a phenomenal woman and a phenomenal artist, so check her out. In terms of more typography work, there is a type foundry here in New Zealand called Klim Type Foundry, and I find them really inspirational, partly again because they are New Zealanders, and it's kind of a bit like, feel a bit proud that they're from the country that I live in, not the country I'm from because I'm not from New Zealand, but it's just quite cool to see that people around me are achieving these incredible things, so that kind of makes me feel like I can. But it was founded by Chris Sowersby. He just creates these amazing typefaces that are used all around the world. They're designed really well and are often, I feel like, kind of modern twists on sort of traditional style typefaces, which is quite cool. And they do like, it's like actual type design, so they make typefaces. And I would also just love to spend my day creating typefaces, so that's super inspirational to me and I love it. So go and check out Klim Foundry and check out all their different typefaces because they're a great time. Last but not least is the wonderful Paula Scher. She's kind of like a legend in typography. She just creates these like incredible dynamic typographic pieces that I just feel like I could never do because I'm such a like constrained person when it comes to typography sometimes, but her work is just so expressive, and she again is someone who's just an expert in her field, so people know that Paula Scher is a typographer and they go to her to get knowledge and advice and all of these things. She was recently on an episode of Abstract, the new Netflix design series, so if you haven't watched that you should definitely do that, because now she also creates these incredible artworks where she creates maps using typography and like fills the map with type. Oh, they're just incredible. And she also has like, I feel like the dream life, because her and her partner are both artists and both designers, and so they just have like this massive studio in their house, just wake up in the morning and spend their day creating things in their beautiful house, their beautiful studio, and just playing with type all day. And again, it's my dream, so she's kind of, I feel like, got it made. So yeah, I think Paula Scher is incredible and what a wonderful woman. That is my list of 10 favorite typographers and hand lettering artists. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that it maybe gives you some more people to follow and be inspired and motivated by. If there's someone that I haven't mentioned that is your favorite, or if one of these people are your favorites, please leave them in the comments below. I'm always on the hunt for some new people to follow. I actually follow way too many people, but I kind of love that. I love my feed just being like full of creativity, so please add your favorites in the comments below. I'd love to hear. And if you have liked this video, please do remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm pretty sure most people who watch all my videos are not subscribed, so please subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the team. And as always, I hope you guys are being creative and productive, and I'll see you all next week for another video. Bye!